Thanks to the folks at home.
Do what you gotta do. Just stay out of my way.
Thompson. Know him well?
Thompson,
No,
no,
why is it
no
matter?
why.
Don't like the guy? Don't trust him. And medias are bad luck.
What?
Bad luck. Say someone finds a tape later. A tape of us breaking into Arasaka Tower.
Worry about that if we make it out.
Come on, we don't have much time. Understood. I'll take care of it.
Mainframe. Gotta find the mainframe.
Still hiding.
Flag, great.
Chris, my accuracy right now is a nightmare.
Hey! Leave a little for me!
I kind of like the Fallout shooting system, you know?
It cannot be!
Yeah.
Die! The hell was that supposed to be? I'm impressed! Seriously!
Boom, boom.
Give me a sec. I'll get it over.
Yeah, I need to... I want to adjust my damn controller sensitivity.
Ready or not, here they
Because,
come.
like, moving up and down on the Joy-Con
Get ready.
is like...
We're headed our way. Just warming up.
with you people?
5 seconds after we're in. Ready?
It's just very...
Anyone else?
That's fine.
Anyone?
It doesn't come...
Let's finish this quick.
It doesn't come through stream, so, like...
Thought so.
Dude, I'm having such bad brain farts today. Like, I'm like...
We find you, no matter what.
This thing.
Cover me! Reloading!
Not here they come.
Like, I could... I don't know if I'm just secretly having a stroke.
Good, good!
no!
Keep that up! Get wrecked!
Offset dementia. Maybe. Like, I couldn't even...
Fire!
Seeing this?
Soldier KIA!
I get you.
That went well. Guess you are useful sometimes.
Oh, I was talking to somebody and I completely blanked at their name
Careful!
the other day. So I'm wondering... It's partially because of a concussion that I have had. Like, it definitely... I can tell that concussions have definitely fucked with my brain. And the fact that I've had, like, 13...
Deconstruct that turret!
Somebody actually... One of the doctors was like, I'm surprised you can even walk properly.
Parking door's armored so thick we could use a tank. Solutions, anyone?
Yeah, you're not the only one to say I'm not sure how you're functioning. Like, especially when I get these kind of like headaches that I have. I have a mild headache that feels like it's being like
Son of a
pushed in on the
bitch!
side a little bit. Like, you know when they do a head clamp? Almost.
Try this.
Huh. Now I see why we brought him along.
I mean, it's not like they can hear you.
3, 2, 1. Perfect.
But why have I had so many concussions? I'm too damn tall. That is the easiest answer. Off by an inch. But yes. 6'9".
Watch out!
Things are about to get messy.
Surround him!
Like, the amount of times I've hit my head up just like on like archways or whatnot.
Not bad. I dare say.
You're all down or what? Aim for what?
like I've done that way too many times. Sports injuries, like that's another. There was a time that I wanted to do professional wrestling. The whole WWE, AEW thing. And I learned that if you've had over 6 concussions, they actually won't clear you. After the whole Benoit thing.
Too late.
I would advise you not to disturb her.
What'd you do to Alt?
She looks like
I put her to
Miranda
work
with
on a
that
project
outfit.
of a lifetime.
Get out
Short
of my
doorways
way.
too. Oh, we just.
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah, no, like the doorways
Oh.
that I've hit. When I was walking
Is
off
she-
somebody's porch, they turned off the lights so I couldn't see.
Alt, come on, don't do
uh,
this. Fuck!
Yo, plug her back in, dummy.
Johnny.
Sorry, he unplugged her.
The hell are you
It's like,
doing?
just plug her back in.
Are you still rolling?
This is all we can do now, my man. She'll
Won't change her. She's not.
Dude, you don't need to bludgeon him to death.
Stop that!
Johnny, chill.
You have to kill him?
We gotta go.
Constantly telling him to duck. Yeah, Red has to
Johnny!
constantly tell me I have to
She's
duck.
dead.
I mean, my football concussion was a big one. The falling off a seesaw and the car accident were two really big ones.
Spit it out
The,
before you burst.
the snowboarding where I
Thompson. What happened to him?
blacked out.
Dunno,
that
never
concussion.
worked together again.
Maybe because you whooped his ass to make yourself
Yeah,
feel
that
better.
was awful.
Guy was a vulture, out to use Alt from the start. When Arasaka flatlined her, man, for him that was sprinkles, with the cherry on top. Fuck, he would have killed her himself if they hadn't. Just for his cock
Well, what's funny is I
story.
used to know how I got all my concussions.
The recording. What did Thompson do with it? It ever get released?
Well, no, I've gotten to
Fuck
the
no.
point that like I can vaguely remember them.
Never even told me half that about Alt.
But I can't remember all
Really?
of them at this point.
Any
Like I hit my
examples?
I
head
don't
off
know.
my grandfather clock
That you were a
probably
couple?
about a year and a half
She
ago.
wrote Soul Killer.
And since then I've been a little bit more
She's dead.
scatterbrained.
How the hell is she supposed
Which-
to help us now? As a ghost?
She's not dead.
Did what?
Managed to
Huh?
escape.
I saw the body.
I have not for a head checkup.
Alt fled into
I
the
should, though.
net.
When'd you find out?
When she made contact a little later.
And? What'd she say?
That she was a captive in the Arasaka subnet. But they
Jesus.
couldn't hurt her. And she told me not to come looking for her.
What? Why?
This one time she wanted me to just let it go. 'Cause enough people had died for nothing already.
So, what did you do?
Got my hands on 2 thermonuclear charges.
And headed back to
My brain is
Arasaka
not
Tower.
mush, but it definitely is not up to what it used to be.
Rogue went with you. Again.
I paid her well.
I mean,
Said
I would
yourself,
probably
she was the best. Had her pick of contracts. But for some
I may
strange ass
probably
reason,
do a
she
physical
took a job
like,
from a
next month,
rocker
or
with a death
not,
wish.
not just a but like
Forever getting his ass beat by
do like a
Arasaka.
full health screening kind of
Different
thing.
times, kid. Back then, monks didn't normally sell out. to
And
groups.
I definitely want
All
them
you had
check
to
the
do was
brain
yell, "Let's
because,
fuck up
like,
Arasaka," and every last one of them jizzed their pants. Rogue included.
How do you know Alt's still around? It's been half a century. But you've spent cloistered in Mikoshi. Netwatch could have hunted her down years ago.
Oh, they tried, believe me. But their tiny
I may have
corporate
to,
brains can't
just to
handle
have,
a
like,
free
the brain
AI
imaging.
that knows how people think. They were busy
'Cause-
looking for her in the Crystal Palace while she was building the Ghost City for
Yeah.
Ken Tao.
It's I had to do the
You
cardio
boys
like
think they know where
last
she
year,
is. Beyond the
like
black
the heart
wall.
checkup.
Where nobody can
They're like,
touch her.
we're surprised that.
Brigitte's primed to go there, break through,
Well, it was funny
just to contact the Alt.
because when they
talk
did the
to her.
test, they're like, how many energy
Ka-ching.
drinks do you drink a week? I was like, why? And they're like, well, you had. I was like, because I came in with a bang when I went, and they're like, that's not good for you. And they're like, we're expecting your blood pressure to be high because of it.
Construct,
and
what kind of shapes it in?
Came back,
Enough data is uncorrupted
like-
to convince Alt it is authentic.
mine
What
was
the hell does
actually
that mean?
average, and they're like, how? And I was like, I don't know.
Sure felt like more than a moment. So a good chunk of Johnny's life.
So I'm
And Alt.
wondering
It is possible.
if my blood pressure is just
Data
naturally
connected
low,
to Alt
and that
are
the
linked
energy
to a
drinks
strong memory
boost
trace
it.
in the construct. Very strong. These memories must have evoked a
It's
powerful
possibly that too.
emotional response, then projected onto your consciousness.
Emotion, yeah. Plenty of that. So,
Energy drinks?
did it work?
Yes, we extract the necessary
Wait, more
fragment
than
of
me what?
Silverhand's engram. We are ready now to make contact with Alt. First,
Possibly.
we must dive deeper.
What? That 1 week when I was doing the test, I think I had one each day.
There are no
But it's not like I wasn't working it.
beyond
When I was working at PNC,
you have gone
there
through
was
to
a
the
few
other
weeks
side.
because I was doing
None
overtime
have yet returned.
that I would do like 2 or 3 a day.
She will be the first.
During the shift alone. There was.
So,
Yeah.
actually, you've got
It's
no
really
idea
bad
what's
for you.
beyond that thing.
But we will know soon.
And these shapes I'm seeing.
Wild, unfettered AI.
Yeah.
Searching
What's funny is
for
Red's like, your system is a mystery to me.
I held up my end of
And
our
it's
deal.
like, I
Your
understand.
turn. Before you pass through that wall, I want Johnny's psyche removed.
We will not pass through. You will take the code to the other side.
I couldn't hear you, the person was
Fuck.
talking.
Might have guessed. Never had any intention of helping me, did you?
It does not matter anymore.
Well,
You
that's
will
just a
bring all
breakfast
to
dose of your coffee. Okay. No, so I used to, my digestive tract used to be so bad that I wouldn't go to the bathroom for like 3 or 4 days. Like number 2. And this was when I was a teenager and I was drinking a lot of milk and Mountain Dew. Not at the same time. But I did once. I was curious of how it tastes. It was not a good taste. I would not recommend it. I also once did bacon and whipped cream. Yeah, it was not a good time. Also, Vizon says, I used to put 12 espresso shots in each cup of coffee at work. Our supplier's been out for a few months now. Oof. That would be definitely a big withdrawal from coffee. Saber, be nice to Shadow. Okay.
Don't got much for options, do I?
You're saying you've had caffeine addicts? Definitely not a good time. I noticed that I don't get
will get to the
headaches,
other
but I will
side.
I'll have the emotional mood swings.
Brigitte,
Like, I have to have some kind of sugar fuck. My cat bumped my energy drink and knocked it over slightly. No, it was an accident. She was trying to play with the spoon that was on the ground next to it. she's like, I want to play. She's a very... She never means to do anything fucked up, but she does accidentally.
Johnny. You cannot
Well, she's the if you're in stream, which I don't think you are, I can post a picture of her.
Yapataki network lab.
What the hell is going on?
They breached our BBSs. We have nothing to do with this.
Netwatch.
What?
Of Shadow. Hold on. Oh, here, hold on. No, I mean, I was gonna go look for it anyways, but... That's Immunet, Red's cat. It's fine. I laughed because somebody said, you smack your lips a lot, and I was like, bro, are you not supposed to smack your lips a lot?
Netwatch.
Alright, I sent you
cannot
5
touch me
pictures.
here.
It's really you. What happened out
Well, I
there?
sent it to Messenger.
Couldn't just take him out?
Netwatch was well prepared this time.
Gotta be Mosley, the fucker.
Because I don't like to use people's phone data.
What of Brigitte and the Voodoo Boys?
I was forced to purge them. Netwatch was exploiting their BBS.
Purge? You mean they're
Yeah,
dead, all
I
of
can
them?
see it.
Not actually gonna feel bad for him, are you?
I need to eventually. I have, dude.
Damn it.
I want to
I brought
like redo
Netwatch
the
here.
house. Like
Agent I dealt with must have slipped me a tracker that let him right in.
Switch things up on the sly, replacing
like
the voodoo
make it my own
virus
kind of
with his own.
feeling, but it's so hard to like get
Probably
motivated
how they
to
got
do
to
that.
you.
It matters not.
Like especially with all the other
entire
shit
settlement
going
was
on.
destroyed.
Alt, you pulled us out of there. That mean you and us, we're okay? Everything's chill?
I have recognized your engram,
I
but I do not know why you are here.
should
So
have
you
done an
can
oil
pay me
change with my
back for
car, but
getting you
my
out of
car's
our
oil
second
was so
tower.
low the one day.
V, this is
I-
Alt. Best net runner
checked.
Night City's ever seen.
And
Alt,
it was
this
actually
is
like
V.
below the.
You need to save
You know how
his
they have a
life.
like a median line, where it's like a.
As you can see, Johnny's got it all thought out. But there's the question
Well,
of
you
what
still
you
have
want
it.
in return.
You'll still have an oil dipstick.
Netwatch propaganda has been effective.
So like when you take
To
that oil
use some
dipstick
music
out, it will have
requires
markers
a
on
pact
it.
signed in blood.
And mine was below the minimum recommendation.
Listen, I'm just trying to survive.
I cannot help you.
Can't or won't?
Can't. To attempt to do so, I would need access to more advanced technology.
You don't need to do it every year.
Interesting. Brigitte claims she alone could help me.
The Voodoo Boys deceived you.
Why am I not surprised? Fine, so how about
get it.
Mikoshi? That
Oh,
advanced
apparently
enough
Ralph
for
Ground
you?
and
If I could gain access to Mikoshi, it would cease to exist.
Good, we can work with that. We'll get you inside
I
Mikoshi.
don't
and
drive
we'll
that much.
help V,
I
deal?
actually have to take my car in to where I got my new tires because the new tires suck dick.
Best runner Night
Like,
City's ever seen.
I don't know
Getting
how
worse
you
than
make
the
new
Mikoshi on
tires
her
and
own.
fuck them up.
I am a
Or like,
well-known
not
threat
make them,
there.
but like sell new
They have a
tires and fuck
layer
them
of
up so
black
badly.
ice with my
It feels
name.
like my tires are
Literally.
skidding and not actually
Kinda like
gripping.
a custom-made prison jumpsuit.
I refuse to be caged in there ever again.
They shouldn't be. They're brand new tires, but
Your projection in
I'll have to look at it
cyberspace.
again. But
It's interesting.
What can you do for me, exactly? Everyone I've met so far said I'm too far gone.
By everyone, you mean Hellman? Saburo's personal ass munch?
With the soul killer resident inside Mikoshi, I will create a construct of you, then disentangle your neural network from Johnny's. I shall then inject your engram back into your mortal form.
Yeah, like, so anything...
Your appearance
So,
here.
you'll save my life, but flatline me along the way.
Yeah, the treads
Your
look fine, but
consciousness,
like,
neural engrams
I don't know.
will be recorded as data.
So when I got the tires
rest
at
will
first,
cease
I was
to
like,
exist.
okay, you know,
Rest.
they feel fine at
The
first.
soul. I
But
did
they
not crack the
overinflated them
program
up
its
to like
name,
44
But Soul Killer does precisely what it promises to do.
on a standard
Christ, I don't
tire.
want to listen to this bullshit. V just
Which,
hops back
on a
into
standard
his body,
tire,
right? Nothing
32
changes.
to 36.
Everything changes. You know this well.
Maybe 28 to 32 at wintertime. But
Right, so we got a plan.
But how will you reach Mikoshi?
and
I've created armies
yeah,
that
no,
failed
they
to
were
reach
definitely
it.
overinflated.
They
but
were
they felt
children of the
fine.
net.
The only
There's
problem
your
was
problem.
that the car,
We're banking
after
on the
driving
human
for a while,
factor.
the car started to shake.
We'll crack a window,
and it wasn't the
slip you into
alignment.
Mikoshi.
Johnny, embellishes, in case you hadn't noticed. You don't trust him, which is fine. But you have my word, we'll slip you inside Mikoshi while keeping you out of harm's way.
I believe this human factor and I have things in common.
So what I'm gonna
So, we agreed?
Yes, we are agreed.
well, I'll
Find a
probably
path
take them
into
back
Mikoshi. I shall prepare
because
a
it's
program
like
to help
I've
you
already told them
navigate the
once
local net.
that I'm like this doesn't
I'll
feel right,
contact you once I'm ready.
and that when it's
This
over
is a
50, 60
BBS
miles per
address.
hour,
It
it's
will
all
be our
rough
secure
feeling.
communication channel.
Like I'm
Alt,
like the wheels should
before
not
you
be
leave,
shaking at 50
gotta
to 60
talk.
miles per hour.
Just you and me.
No, that will not be possible.
And it's a dealership, yeah. Hold on, it's doing a cutscene again. It was doing a cutscene before, but it was an interactive one.
Couldn't think of a
This one
more
is-
fitting end. Runner fucks had it coming.
As much as it tickles me too, we got a Delta.
Right, still
But
got Mr.
there's-
Crumps left.
There's Are all these people dead? What the fuck? So my biggest thing with this is they supposedly cover it. Oh god, I'm over carrying. Like they'll supposedly fix it for you if you don't like it. And I'm like, okay, you know, that's not a big deal then. I'm fine with, you fixing this for me since I don't like it. But my thoughts are if it doesn't, if they go to mess with it again and it still feels like shit, there's a tire place right across the street that I'm considering taking it to, and I'm like, do I just, then take it I'm like, should I just take it to them first and then be like, hey, can you, check this to see why it feels like shit? Well, for that one it will show on the record. Yeah. For that one it will show on the record that I went and got it from them, sadly. Yeah, that's gonna be a big thing of just trying to get them to agree to, I complained to them last time. I was like, this feels like shit. Whenever and I don't know. I've just been putting it off because there's been other shit that needs to happen. And I kind of regret putting it off because it's definitely been like oh, hold on. Last time I had tires that felt like that, I had worn down to the mesh. See, I understand like the whole mesh aspect, but like you wouldn't expect brand new tires to have that problem, you know? It very much could be that they're shit tires, and there was a part of me that, like, after I noticed that they suck dick, I wanted to ask for my old tires back, even with the bad treads. Because I'm like, at least those tires didn't feel like I was, like, getting fucked over. You know? Yeah, I definitely need to go in, though, to there. The biggest problem for me, too, is I just also don't like going out. And so, like, I don't know. I need to... Oh god, I have so many duplicates of weapons. Hold on, I have to dismantle some of these weapons. But I'm like, there's no way brand new tires should feel shitty. At least in my book. Otherwise, something's, you know, wrong. And the fact is, too, I wasn't the only one to complain about them. Red also checked them and was like, this, like, she was like, this definitely doesn't feel right. And so when it's like, hey, two people are saying, hey, something's up. You know that something's pretty fucked. Well, it's ironically it was more than two people. It was like 4 of us. That were like all like, hey, this is shit. Like, it's one thing when you're driving down the highway and you feel like the highway is rough, you know? And like you feel the car shaking, but like nothing's wrong with the road and it's smooth pavement and you still feel like your car's gonna like pulling one way or another. Something's definitely wrong. And I'm not really sure. Well, I'm kind of like, oh god, are they gonna be like, yo, you can't do anything about this now that I've, you know, had the tires for like a month? And if they are, I'll be like, yo, it's not like I didn't come in already once to be like, hey, these tires are fucked up. Yeah, not even just that, it's, hold on, I'm trying to decide on what I want to wear in the game. No, like, the fact that it's like, hey, wait, what happened to my jacket that I had on? What? I had on a jacket and I don't know what happened to it. And that actually concerns me. I'm like, did I accidentally dismantle it, or was it stolen, or like what? Which then is like a fuck you. No, I have better armor now, but it's more of a cosmetic. But yeah, I don't know how to handle. Like, I could go in and be like, hey, this is shit. Like you said, don't say where you got it.
Hello.
So, I can do that. See, I can do that with the, I can do that, but the fact is it's supposed to be under warranty with them. And so, like, I don't want to be like, I still want to be able to get them fixed. By dumb, right? Yeah, that's a big reason of why I haven't even wanted to drive the summer. I mean, other than the gas prices, yikes. Yeah. Like, the gas prices are a big yikes, but that's not the reason why I'm not driving. The reason why I'm not driving is it's like, hey, I don't want to die. It's how it feels. Dude, I didn't even drive it for the most part. She drove mostly. I feel so bad. Well, I could get in and kind of like fit. The biggest problem for me though was that it's so much lighter than my car that it physically felt like I was being blown around, and I was like, I don't know. It's with me being in new cars, I don't like the feeling of not being secure in a vehicle, if that makes sense. So like, yeah. Yeah, the fact that she had to drive most of it does make me feel bad, but... So I want to know how I went from, you know, hey, we're friendly, to all of a sudden, like, hey, these guys are attacking me. Like, did I miss something in the cutscene, or... because we were talking... But yeah, I don't know what to do with the car other than take it in. But then, like, right now, because of the whole memorial service and stuff coming up on Saturday, I don't want to take it in and then they're like, hey, we have to keep the car until this time, you know? They can lend it out. Like, they can rent out a rental, or not a rental, a temporary vehicle, but the fact is, I don't want to go through that process.
Let's get out of here.
The thing is, I know how to drive.
Of course, it's the damn chip. My silver handosis
Yeah,
is
I
clearly
think,
incubating.
That a pointed finger I hear in your voice?
Fuck.
Yeah,
That
I
was
think
your
Saturday
ticket.
is
Sit and
when...
rest. Don't need you flatlining while we got a job to do.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm
Fuck
gonna probably
Arasaka,
take it in Sunday or
blah,
Monday.
blah,
Probably
smash
Monday.
Mikoshi.
You really
Just,
are turning into me.
Might be right.
We're bickering like a couple of geezers on a park bench. It's time we let up. Let a little trust take hold. So, you ready?
Got no idea where I'm going.
Yeah.
You're a living legend.
I'm thinking of getting
That's
Wendy's.
all I wanted. Feels like I'm barely
Oh wait, we're in
surviving.
breakfast time.
Test of a person's true value? Death. Facing it.
It isn't,
staring
but it goes
down.
through my body like
You
there's no
still got
tomorrow.
a chance to be somebody.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe. What was it like when you died?
What's on top of the world? Failure not an option, not a
Yeah?
thought. Till it happened. Death feels
I
real
understand
now. It's only now I know it.
Now? Had half a century to come to terms.
Mikoshi felt,
Did
I don't know, like sleep? Lacked awareness, had no sense of passing time. Didn't
I
mark
still
it.
need to lose weight.
Did what they wanted to me. I just remember cold, black void.
I look fine, but I
fear.
don't feel fine.
Or was that your death?
Mikoshi. Why'd Arasaka even build it?
If I could only
So it's
see
funny. You're
inside
like only a
Saburo's
couple.
head.
You're like, oh, you only gained a couple pounds. There's a
People can be
drastic
bought,
difference that you might not be
brainwashed.
aware of.
But it's only in Mikoshi
I
that you
have
can peer
gained-
inside a soul.
So from
pick
when
it
you last
apart,
saw me before this
reprogram
trip,
it. They've amassed quite a collection. Scary, talented runners.
with me
Soul
being so
killed,
tall,
packed away.
it
Probably using them now. Probably controlling them.
So, ruling hearts and minds. That's what it's about. The usual.
Corps
yeah,
have
like
always tried
when
to
you first
shackle
met me,
people
I was
one way
about
or
200
another.
pounds.
Saburo's
I think when I
ambition is
saw
greater.
you,
He's out to control humanity.
I was about like 270. So that's not a few pounds.
Let's get out of here.
Think I get why you detest the place.
Shouldn't exist. Of all the destruction and pain corpse wreak round the world, what happens at Mikoshi is worst.
Oh,
Know
you feel
why?
like you've dropped 20 pounds?
Because you're trapped there forever. It's eternal.
No, nothing's eternal. And for the psyches in Mikoshi, no such thing as the passage of time. Worse things when they switch up your identity, and you never even know you've become someone else. Corps have already taken the world for their own. Now they're coming for us.
Yeah. For me, it's
Realize what you're doing to
hold on,
me
doing the same.
is what Arasaka's doing at Mikoshi.
I'm just waiting. For
Yeah,
them to do
I
it.
know. That's why I'm gonna fix it.
I haven't done mine at all in
Let's
weeks.
move. Get back to work.
Let's do.
Every little bit helps.